Well, a very good afternoon to you. Thanks for clicking on to today's edition of VOGAN'S Views on Europe for the 14th, this Monday afternoon. And the area of low pressure, the big troublemaker during the day yesterday, is now scooting off towards Norway at 974 millibars. Very strong area of low pressure for the month of May. That produced record-breaking rainfall across the Northwest Highlands and a wind gust of 81 miles per hour on the Tay Road Bridge yesterday afternoon as well. So a tremendous storm system for this time of year impacted Scotland while it was sunny and it was mild across central and southern parts of the UK yesterday. So quite the contrast, that's for sure. We also see area of low pressure here down across the central Mediterranean. We've seen a dramatic flip from mid-80s in Sarajevo, Bosnia-Herzegovina, down into the freezing mark, and also we've seen heavy snow follow thunderstorms last night. So a dramatic flip from mid-80s to heavy snow over the course of a 36 to 40 hour period. Really quite remarkable and pretty freakish, that's for sure. But over the next 24 hours we're going to see this area of low pressure continue to push towards Scandinavia. As I skip through the sequence, this is off the Media Group website, the GFS surface pressure chart. You can see that area of low pressure pushing north and northeastwards. There's high pressure, that's waiting in the wings, that's going to push in towards the UK. But notice something here, look at the alignment of isobars here. It's all coming from the north, so we're seeing much cooler air once again pushing from the Arctic region down through the UK and Ireland. And as high pressure settles in, over the course of tonight, we're going to see an area of rain pushing through central and southern Scotland, and that will break apart. And during the day tomorrow, we're going to see the focus of very heavy showers packing thunder, hail, and lightning across central and eastern portions of England tomorrow, while further north across Scotland towards Northern Ireland, after some morning rains, we should see some decent sunshine. But factor in a cool northerly flow combined with temperatures of 10 or 11 Celsius at the best. It's really going to feel much cooler than what we should see for this time of year, that's for sure. But we continue on through the next 24 hours. You can see the area of high pressure to the west of the UK working its way in, but the flow continuing out of the north. So a much cooler mid and upper levels to what you would expect at this time of year. Clear skies and light winds tomorrow night will produce some pretty widespread rural ground frost. Wouldn't be surprised, folks, if we see some northern and central cities and towns dropping close to freezing tomorrow night. Out with the towns and cities, it really will be quite remarkable for the time of year. Perhaps -2 to perhaps even -4 in some sheltered areas, and it really is, like I say, quite amazing to see that this time of year. And I really do see in the longer term the potential for yet more frosts at night when we've got these settled periods in between areas of low pressure. So the next, tomorrow we're going to see some showers. Wednesday, after a cold and frosty start across many areas, we're going to see a fairly decent day. Plenty of widespread sunshine, fairly chilly sunshine at that. But it is going to be fairly pleasant when you don't have that wind. The sun at this time of year is very strong, so it should feel fairly comfortable. Temperatures 11 or 12 Celsius during the day on Wednesday. Tomorrow, like I say, 10 or 11 Celsius, 12 or 13 at best down across central and southern England and Wales. But as I skip through, folks, notice the feature here south of Greenland. This here area of low pressure that's developing is going to start to work its way southeastwards over the next 36 to 48 hours. And as we do so, that is going to be the next rainmaker for the UK and Ireland by Thursday. You notice that here. High pressure, plenty of settled conditions during Tuesday and Wednesday. But as I skip through, notice the feature starting to deepen slightly, and that's going to send in some frontal systems producing rain and wind during the day Thursday and into Friday. Beyond that and towards the weekend, more than likely we're going to be seeing more settled conditions and more chances of frost at night. That is for sure. If we have a quick look at the ECMWF upper level chart, you can see here that a very strong area of low pressure, northerly flow, dragging that cold air from the Arctic but down across the UK and Ireland, and you can see here continuing the heat across southern and central portions of Spain. That eventually will start to push eastwards as we progress towards the weekend. If I skip right through to Friday, there's the heat starting to kick eastwards as the trough starts to drop further and further south. Notice very unsettled conditions, very cool air dominates Europe by the mid and latter part of the week. Chilly air, like I say, continuing over Ireland and the UK, and we can see warm air flowing around this trough and around this storm system, and the base of that trough going to continue to see sharp and thundery downpours across the Balkan nations from Italy towards Bosnia-Herzegovina. On the backside, we need to watch out for some high-level snowfall yet again in this part of the world, but the warmth is pushing and propelling round this base of the trough up through western Russia, all the way up towards eastern parts of Scandinavia. So it really is a very unsettled, very turbulent, very wavy pattern, allowing warmth way up in unusual areas where we'll see very chilly air down to unusually southern latitudes for this time of year. So dramatic weather, remarkable flips between cold and warm, unusual snowfalls, and that pattern is going to continue, folks, for the rest of this month. I've no doubt about that. We just don't see that ridge trying to work its way into the UK anytime soon. Hope you can check my blog. I've got plenty of information regarding yesterday's stormy conditions. We'll also have a detailed write-up for the next few days across Europe, and follow me on Facebook and Twitter if you haven't already done so. I'll keep you up to date. Bye for now.